Now, I've got to be honest, I have been away for the weekend, so I haven't really kept up with what is going on in the internet world recently, so I decided to look at my Instagram to see what you guys wanted me to talk about, and all I could see was TarasWrld, 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 and obviously my reaction to that was, what the fuck is TarasWrld? So I started searching, you know, watching a few videos, a few TikToks on what TarasWrld is, and then I realised, that's the finna be in the pit person.
I was like, no, like, I finna be in the pit.
Oh god, look, it's been months since I first seen this clip, and it still sends shivers down my spine. But before we get any further, if you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so. I'm trying to reach 400k on this channel, and I've been crying myself to sleep every single night until I get there, so please, help end my suffering. Right, let me give some context in case you have no idea what's going on here. So this is TarasWrld. She has basically 5 million followers on TikTok, so a big TikToker, and she has made plenty of TikToks in the past talking about going to Harry Styles concerts. She's actually been to so many Harry Styles concerts recently that she actually made a TikTok saying how much she spent on these tickets.
I spent $30,599 on Harry concert.
$30,000, eh? That could genuinely pay my rent for over 2 years. Fucking hell. It must be nice. But yeah, I think she went to like 15 concerts in a really short period of time or whatever, but she ended up making a video complaining because one of her tickets to one of the many concerts didn't arrive in time.
She was basically just like, yeah, like, we can't give you your pit seats. Like, I was like, I paid almost $2,000 for these pit seats. I need these pit seats. She was like, yeah, we can replace them with, like, balcony ticket. I was like, no, like, I finna be in the pit.
Okay, right, you get the gist, okay? Now, look, obviously, if you pay for tickets and you don't receive them, that's a bit of a shitty situation. I don't think anyone disagrees with that part of the video, but it's just very cringe for numerous reasons. First of all, it's a very rich person making a TikTok complaining that she might not be able to go to one of the 15 Harry Styles concerts that she wanted to go to. And by the way, just to put into context how rich we're talking about here, this is Tara talking about how much money she earns in a month.
So now it's like $350 a month. It's insane.
$350,000 a month. Fucking hell, I didn't even know that was possible. So yeah, with people knowing how much Tara earns, the fact that she has made a video complaining about some tickets that she couldn't get, even though she's gonna get refunded for them tickets she didn't receive, and she has enough money to buy more tickets, which she did do, people just thought it was a bit stupid. But the part that personally confused me the most was, do Harry Styles concerts have a pit?
We never learned, we've been here before.
But yeah, to me, this is just kind of like a whatever video. I mean, it's a rich person complaining about not receiving concert tickets, for fuck's sake. Like, it's a stupid video, but it's not the biggest deal in the world, hence why I didn't make a video on it in the past. But there's a lot more that is a lot worse that we have seen from the TarasWrld TikTok account. Like, for example, this video of Tara talking about how in a previous video she had a pet bird and she was stroking the bird under her wings and on her back and whatever, and people were telling her that you shouldn't do that with a bird because it sexually arouses them. So Tara responds by, doing it more.
I don't know if anyone knows this, but like, if you touch a bird on its back or under its wings, it like sexually arouses the bird. And for the first like, you know, the first like 4 months I had Marty, like I didn't know that. I got comments like, don't touch him on his back, you're turning him on. I was like, fuck off. So I'd touch his back, I'd rub under your wings, okay. And then he started screaming all day long, like all day. He would scream all day long. I was like, why is he screaming, you know? He was screaming because he was sexually frustrated because I wasn't like continuing to touch and the good stuff.
Right, so straight away, this has already got a bit of a weird vibe. And I wouldn't blame her necessarily if she didn't realise that stroking a bird in certain places would sexually arouse them. I didn't have a fucking clue that was a thing. Like, yeah, she should be doing research on a pet before she gets it, of course, but if people told her that doing this was going to sexually arouse the bird, and she saw them comments and was like, oh, fucking hell, I need to stop doing that, then fair enough. Situation over. But no, I'm going to warn you in advance, the rest of this video is very uncomfortable.
And you know what? Sometimes I do still touch under the wings. And we're gonna have eggs one day. You want me to touch in the good spots? Yeah? I'm such a sick bastard.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong. That is the first thing I've seen you say that I do agree with. Congratulations.
It's funny because like now I know, you know? So now I know when I touch right there. Ding dong. Yeah, you're swing, yum, yum.
It's funny that I now know that I'm sexually arousing my bird, so I'm going to carry on doing it. Yeah, she's a very strange woman, isn't she?
Sometimes I get Marty's hopes up. I'm like, you know what, one day we're gonna have eggs. Am I gonna have a family? Just from touching under those wings. He's like, boy, we're having kids. He wants more. You want more because you're a sick prick. Oh.
Yeah, so that is TarasWrld posting a video to her millions of followers, purposefully sexually arousing her pet bird. Lovely content. But yeah, Tara did end up making a video addressing the bird situation and the Harry Styles situation that we will take a look at later in the video, but let me just give you some more examples of stuff that Tara's done in the past that people aren't too thrilled about, to say the least. So Tara has done one of my favourite things I see influencers doing from time to time, and that is complaining that other people don't work as hard as her.
I swear to God, this BeReal shit, like, I like get shit on myself all the time, even though I'm the most productive person ever. Like, I'm always doing something. I'm never in bed in the middle of the day. And then I got BeReal.
The most productive person ever, says a TikToker. Like, yeah, I have no doubt that she works hard, but it's not the hardest job in the world. By any means.
And this BeReal could go off at 11 a.m., 1 p.m., 3, it doesn't matter. Everyone's in bed. There's an alarming amount of people every time that BeReal goes off that are just in bed with the shades drawn. And it makes me feel so good about myself.
How dare
I'm like,
they?
why are you in bed? Seems like nobody wants to work these days. Get your ass up and work. No, like, for real though, like, this is crazy. Like, get out of bed.
Don't you just love it when an influencer is so out of touch? It's my personal favourite sight. Now, I can think of many reasons why Tara's friends might be in bed still during the day. One might be because she is friends with another bunch of influencers who just do TikTok for a living and can stay in bed for as long as they want. And second of all, she might have friends that aren't influencers and do normal jobs. And to that I say, you do realise that some people work at night. Like, yeah, the generalisation that people say about jobs is like a 9 till 5, but it's not actually 9 till 5 in a lot of cases. It's mind-blowing, I know. But yeah, if I had a hazard guess, I would say it was probably the first option. That is just friends with a bunch of influencers who can stay in bed because they just need to record a couple TikToks later. Because when I look on BeReal, most of my friends are at work. Crazy, I know. And of course, like with most influencers it seems nowadays, Tara's also had her fair share of absolutely horrendous tweets, like defending blackface for fuck's sake. Like, she actually tweeted this. And there's plenty of other awful tweets that you can see on screen right now when people say that these are old, so we shouldn't really be looking at them. Well, to be honest, they're not really that old. Like, some of them are from 2018, for fuck's sake. Tara's 23. She was old enough not to tweet this shit. But yeah, the main reason why I'm showing these is because I've seen people say that Tara's playing a character and she wants people to get mad. But if you look back at her old tweets before she was this big TikTok star, she kind of had some awful, awful opinions. So, is she really playing a character? I would say not. Right, whilst I was editing this video, I saw that Tara's fans had actually been concerned recently because she would show kind of where she lives, the area around, and say what was near. And when these people were being concerned, Tara decided to respond by basically insulting them.
Everybody on here seems to think that I move every month because people are finding out where I live and stalking me. No, and even if people found out where I lived, it really wouldn't matter. I live in like an extremely high security building, so like who cares? Y'all got nothing better to do. She moves like every month because she always gives away the location of her apartment because she's dumb and an airhead. Get a life. Right? Get a life. I'm like so tired of this.
Yep, apparently in Tara's world you're not allowed to look out for people and try and make sure they're safe. Good to know. But yeah, either way, let's have a look at Tara's video trying to explain the whole Harry Styles thing and the bird thing. I'm sure it's going to be great.
First off, let's get one thing clear. I'm not going to be sitting here crying and talking about how sorry I am over the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life. I'm not going to pretend like I'm crying over this shit just so I can get mean people to like me again. I'm not going to do that.
Okay, so straight away she's basically saying, I'm not sorry. Like, I'll be honest, and this might not be a very popular opinion, but I can see why she maybe wouldn't apologise for the Harry Styles thing, because at the end of the day, it's not the biggest deal in the world. It just came off as her looking like a very spoiled rich person, right? But the bird thing, you should definitely be apologising for that. You purposefully sexually aroused your own pet. Like, fucking hell. Can you hear what I'm saying right now?
So when I first got Marty, my bird, I didn't do any research at all, which is the worst idea. Don't ever do that. Make sure to do a lot of research before you get a pet, because I didn't know anything.
Okay,
so when I
that's good
first got him, I
advice.
would make TikToks with him, and like I'd be like petting his back or whatever, because like where am I gonna pet the thing, you know? And I started to get like a few comments here and there being like, don't touch him there, like that can like turn them on. And I thought this was the funniest thing in the world. And so I eventually looked it up, and it's true. Like if you touch a bird on their back or under their wings, I guess that can like sexually arouse them.
Right, so
I
you
made
stopped?
this like dumb video because like me and my mother thought that was the funniest. It's not funny, but we thought it was crazy. that that's a thing. So we'd make jokes about it all the time, and then I made that dumb video like, oh, I still do it sometimes. I was joking, okay? But I get it, some things are better left in the family group chat. That was a fucking joke.
You were joking, were you? You literally did it in that video. Multiple times. Like, I'm sorry, your explanation can't be, oh, I was joking that I was going to maybe sexually arouse my bird, while you were quite literally trying to sexually arouse your bird. And you can say that some things should stay in the group chat all you want, but please don't be posting videos of you sexually arousing your bird in the group chat, okay? It's still bad.
The finna shit? First of all, I don't even know why that came out of my mouth. I never even say that. It just sort of came out because I was flustered. But that's also the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I've been asking people in my life about this whole situation. I'm like, what do you think? And they're like, that's fucking stupid. If you guys are that mad about something like that, you are not gonna make it through this life. I'm just gonna tell you that right now.
Okay, sorry, I'm really struggling watching this video because first of all, it's completely out of sync and my brain is struggling to function. But secondly, we were just talking about how some things should probably stay off TikTok and this video could probably be one of them. She's quite literally just made a video to tell people that they're stupid. Like, this probably wasn't gonna go down well. You know, I think this comment actually sums up the video perfectly and it says, this is so much more embarrassing than you saying nothing. And to be fair, that's very true. Like, why is she screaming about it and calling people stupid? What was she thinking? But yeah, either way, that is just a few reasons why people seem to have a bit of a dislike for Tara at the minute. I would love to know your thoughts down below. And if you don't mind me, I finna go get a McDonald's right now and probably post a TikTok complaining when they tell me the McFlurry machine is off. So, goodbye.